Hello Aries, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. Thank you to everybody for all of the new subscribers, the likes, the shares, the comments. I could not do this without all of you, so thank you for entrusting me with what is going on in your world. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. Aries, this is going to be your weekly read from November 13th through the 16th. Remember, we've got the Scorpio new moon, so manifestations, clearing, cleansing, open ourselves up. Like, our full moons are more for the cleansing aspect, but still we can still release and let go so we can move into something new. Don't know why I felt the need to say that, but there it is. With that, Aries, this will be for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus cross watcher, if that's you. Discern the messages accordingly. I do have personal readings open this week. They are available, so you can reach out to me through the description box below, the About section of the page, or check me out at holisticallyzenwv.com for a full list of products and services. So, Aries. Interestingly enough, two fire signs back to back got pulled. So Sag and now you, which to me it's odd. Watching 111 on the clock, by the way. The 1111 portal, very important for all of us. I'm going to side note that because Aries, you are the first sign in the zodiac too, so there being another number one here. This is new beginnings. What I think is very interesting, they mentioned, being spirit, that there's like a dust cloud. You could be leaving a dust cloud, like you may be like full steam ahead kind of energy, because it's kind of like the road runner, right? Like all you see is the smoke behind his feet kind of feel. If you're old enough to know what that is, because I'm showing my age. Anywho, because everything has changed. But anyhow, so with that, there's this little bit, what do I want to say here? It's like coming in and going out kind of energy. So it's, you're making an impact on certain things or people or situations around you. They also brought up Taurus. Why, I don't know, but they did. This could be soul contracts as well. Directly, I'm going to say to you, and this is something else that's being brought up, is that, depending on how in depth you go with the astrology, if at all, right? Everybody's different, but they talked about, they're bringing to the fact, or what is it? Good Lord, they are bringing it to my attention. There we go. That you may not be dealing with a sun signed Taurus. This could be somewhere else in their chart. So if you don't know who you're dealing with, other than a sun sign, you may want to see if you can find out, right? Be that little creeper going, what do you got what do you got in your chart? I don't know. Anyhow, but let's just see. I don't know what the hell that was about, but we're gonna go with it, Aries. They bring these things to my attention for a reason. Why? Sometimes I have no idea, but you guys know better than I do. Anyhow, all right, Aries, let's see. Here's the thing, though, too, with this Taurus, they're the bull, you're the ram, right? So it's like, they just keep showing me this interlocking of this horn energy. I don't know. I don't have I just don't know. That's all I can say to that. Aries, let's see what's going on. And as I say that, there you are. There you are. There's the ram. There's the horns. First thing I see, I was like, holy shit, there's more horns. There's the one. That's, you guys are the first, again, in the zodiac sign. Moving forward in motivation, you could be sitting on your throne at this time, Aries, right? You guys have the tendency to really power up, be fierce, and go for things. Something could have happened either 5 or 6 months ago that has changed you when it comes to your motivation. You guys are coming in cryptic today. What is this for Aries, Spirit? What does Aries need to know November 13th through the 19th? What does Aries need to know? Patience. Blue snowball. This is in Nebula. 40, your foundational energy. Change. 35, 8, butterfly, twin jet, also Nebula. So this situation, whatever it is for you, 5, 6 months ago, but they're also bringing up Leo season, particularly mid-July. So right at Aries, or right at Aries season, right at Leo season, that change from Cancer to Leo. You may have felt, and I don't know why we're going back this far, but we are. You could have recognized that there, where you have that motivation and drive to go, 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 right? You were having to learn how to be more patient with the changes that are going on around you and for you. My stomach is growling if you hear. I'm so sorry. Did not have breakfast today. There was like a timeout where, you know, you may want to keep going and going and going and going, but something, unforeseeable forces, we'll call it, started to bring you down to a space where you had to slow down, where you had to really be patient with allowing things to play out for you rather than you forcing changes. So with this comes this transformational energy of the change, right, that is taking place. I think that your patience this week with things are really being tested. And I'm not saying like you're getting angry or frustrated. I don't feel like it's coming in that way. You may also realize that somebody or something that you're dealing with, you're going to have more patience than normal. It's almost like, you know, finding a wounded bird. And, you know, there's heart, there's compassion, there's, oh gee, this sucks for this particular situation, right? And you're realizing that this wounded bird, you're having to be a little more delicate. Like, you're not able to just run over top of this situation. You see an innocence about something or somebody that is requiring you, Spirit is saying too, out of curiosity, to handle this situation with care. And not that you guys don't, but it's almost like you're inquisitively looking at a new discovery of your world. I think this is particularly tied to a person, where you're going to have to exert the control of patience with this. And you could see somebody as wounded or damaged, hurt, healing, and recognizing that there's something about there's a mysterious way about a person or situation. Again, I do feel like this is more person related, which is then going to obviously incorporate a situation of some sort. But you have to handle this with the utmost care. And Spirit is, I've got the, holy moly, I got the goosebumps. This mystery that surrounds it, like to come in a space of this loving, soft energy, flowers. You could be giving somebody flowers or something like that, like really wanting to, I feel like you don't know what it is you're getting into, but in the same breath, there's some kind of expansion happening where you recognize a particular person or situation needs more care. You can't just run into this guns a-blazing. This is throwing, I feel like this is kind of throwing you off, but there's an inquisitiveness coming from you that surrounds the mystery of the other side of this situation, that you want to actually handle this with care. I just don't think that you know how to do it other than to give. Maybe even in the material world, when we talk about flowers and things like that, like how do I give this care, rather than, and I say this lovingly, Aries, I've got an Aries rising, the cocky, hard, abrasive, overly assertive fire sign that you are, right? You're going to have to come at this with a little more care. Spirit said letting the dust settle. something could have come in and made an impact on you somehow, in a way that you're not used to, and now you've got to handle this situation with care. Okay, so there's that. All right, let's dive in. That was an interesting message. It's, and you're dealing, you know, I'm looking at this now too, it's catching my attention, is at the heart of the matter, okay? At the heart of the matter, there are I said, I really feel like you're dealing with a person, and if you look at this card, there's a face and there's a face, okay? Whatever this situation is, has limitless potential for growth and expansion, to start a new cycle. I don't think you were expecting this. And when I say about like how you have to handle this with care, you know, that tower can be like, it comes in, it's, you know, it can wreck devastation across the board, right? But it also can be, it's an unexpected event. And it's some kind of offer. 11/11, again. Today is Sunday, the 12th, when I'm recording this. You could have had this interaction yesterday. That 11/11 is very, very important. And then they're guiding me back to the new moon for Scorpio. So moving forward tomorrow, look at the timing. I think the timing is very important. A very strong indication of what this is. And it's like here in the here and now. But when we went back earlier, when I said about, you know, 5-6 months ago, that was the first test to start to understand what it was to be patient and remove that control aspect so that you could deal with what this is right now. Okay? All right. All right, Spirit. What does Aries need to know? November 13th through the 19th. November 13th through the 19th. The Knight of Pentacles. Again, the need to slow this down. Lay your ears back. I remember my grandmother, my great-grandmother, she would say, like, she would feed the dogs, and she would say, lay your ears back and go after it. To lay your ears back is to kind of, you know, it's almost like heeding, is how I feel about that right now. How it's coming in is like to heed. Don't, communication, 8 of Wands. I feel like, Emperor, you're going to have to tame yourself a little bit, Aries, whatever this is. I said, you're dealing with somebody that's probably hurt or wounded. And there it is. It is, it's almost like you have to stop yourself. Something could have kind of stopped you in your tracks. You weren't sure what to do with this. You could have had incoming communication. The Emperor, Aries, there you are, right? Standing in your full-fledged power. You could be seeing something from somebody else that is an awareness, is becoming an awareness within you as well. Something about a specific smell or taste too, like somebody, like a smell of somebody or something was very different. I've got the clairsentience going on this morning, apparently. But there's something about the taste or the smell of something specific, and it was different. So the days after, up to 3 days after, you could still be smelling, tasting, sensing something in relation to whatever the situation is for you. I don't know, it's wild. Ooh, so they left a taste, left a sweet taste. Okay, all right, this is weird as fuck. Left a sweet taste in your mouth, so it could just been a good experience, a sweet experience somehow. And oh, there it went, there it goes. I don't know. 14:44 on the clock. It was a sweet experience, a sweet tasting experience to you somehow. there's a sweetness about this situation or person that leaves an impact on you somehow with that. The way your message is coming in is like throwing me off for a loop. The Two of Swords. Some indecision. The Star. Not clear. This could have brought in some clarity. Even though we've got that Two of Swords there. Am I playing with fire? You could see somebody in the sense of very sweet, but very fiery, very passionate. This could be very different than anything that you've experienced or what your typical, what you would typically engage with somehow. There's that Tower again. This could kind of knock you off center a little bit because now you're seeing, you know, I'm surprised that the Hangman isn't here yet. Seeing this as you may have viewed or walked away from something in the past because you had another preconceived notion about something. This Eight of Cups, you know, this is walking away again from this in a way that you may just have to really think about what it is that you're dealing with, because this is not something that was expected. What is behind the Tower? The Three of Cups. Social groups. Distancing yourself. Okay, let's see. What is to come for Aries this week, Spirit? Temperance. The Four of Swords. Four of Pentacles. You know, this is typically not like me to say this to anybody. Whatever this independent energy that has come in for exchange with you, that Four of Pentacles, I typically see that as holding on, resistance, right? Hanging on to resources. The way this particular Four of Pentacles sits here, if you know, if you're obviously if you're here, you're familiar with tarot or something or somebody or whatever. This keeps it in an inner circular grouping, right? Like it's holding on to it, but all of these parts though have to work together with those bands. I'm going to say to you, with the Temperance and the Four of Swords sitting here, I don't feel like this Four of Pentacles is in its negative sense with this. I'm going to further say to you something again that I don't think that I would typically ever say. Whatever this is, don't let this go. Because there's enlightenment that balances and heals when you don't let this go. When you don't walk away from this. I think right now, it's like that indecision of the Star, Aquarius energy there, and then Sagittarius energy is, this could make me happy. This could bring in a sense of healing. I hate to say, oh, you've been triggered, because I don't feel like you've been triggered, but there's a different sense of awareness. Problem here is that Two of Swords. Typically, Aries, I think you're pretty determined to, you pick a direction and you just go. This is what's kind of caught you, again, that unexpected caught you off guard. You weren't expecting this. So you could have kind of ducked out, walked away, contemplating walking away, but I think whatever this is, you need to give this a second thought. Reevaluate your choices with this Two of Swords, because this independent energy, whatever this is, Page of Swords, communication, you need to be open to learn, to discovery. You have to be open to discovery of a situation. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, it's going to be an even exchange if you allow it to be. It's a kind of get out of your own way kind of vibe, Aries. But this change, it's the change that's something that kind of pulls it together and then pulls it back apart. It's going to be what you decide to do with this. And what I think is interesting too is with the Temperance, You've got the water energy, which they're drawing my attention to Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, the fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy there. Okay, but Temperance being the card of Sag, specifically Aquarius, the star, and the Emperor, Aries, that's you. That was the right word. All right, advice on this situation. I've got the hiccups. Oh, goodness. All right. Aries, Spirit, what is the advice for Aries this week? Pivot. There's that change. You can't, like, there, all these years later, like, I can't help but just go, oh, look at that again, right? Like, that's just me. That's my energy there. Patience, what comes out on the bottom, patience again. Don't, whatever this is, Aries, don't walk away from this. This butterfly is, again, that transformational energy. That is that metamorphosis of a situation or within you. It could be both. Twin, we all know I don't get into this too much. Twin flame, union, there's a connectivity, soulmate kind of energy. There's a reason for this, and it's very bright. It's, you know, they got the bright star back there, a courage. You're gonna have to emit courage on a different level. Aries, you could have met your match, but it's almost like meeting something or somebody, a situation that matches your energy, but they have emotional energy tied to them. It's like seeing yourself, like a missing piece of yourself almost. It's weird. Pivot and soar. Be the softer, determined version of yourself. Okay? Be the softer, determined version of yourself. Whatever to, and I'm going to say, sidestep from a person to a work situation. If things have not, if they've slowed down in your work, Spirit is saying that you're not off course. You're going to have to make changes that are accurate to the time frame of what it is you're doing. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I hope that was an interesting message, Aries. You guys, my dad's an Aries. I'm like, oh my God, listen, settle down. Patience. I'm always talking, you need to have more patience. Maybe he'll find patience this week. That would be great. I hope he's watching. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. If you found this video resonated for you, subscribe if you have not already done so. Like, feel free to comment as well, you know, whatever. It's cool. Again, personal reads are open this week. This is going to, you can check that information out in the description box below at the About section of the page. holisticallyzenwb.com for a full list, again, of products and services. Aries, I'll check you guys out on the mid-month, see what else is going on, bigger scope, right? See what's happening. But here's your weekly read. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye.